Hello everybody, it's the Swedish Traveler here. How you doing? How's it hanging? I'm gonna have another one. The one that I thought about having yesterday on yesterday's stream, but after Cohiba, but it started raining yesterday, so I'm gonna have it now instead. It's a Macanudo. Fuck, gotta. This one does actually have some flavor to it, I must admit. But how are we all doing? No, it's burning, but weather is kind of weird, I must admit. No clouds, a little bit windy. This one is, must admit, is different compared to the Cohiba. I think I might smoke this one pretty quickly. I gotta smoke him when I have the chance, I must admit. But I hope everyone's all right, whoever you are. Hi, Joe. How's it going? I'm guessing you're back from your family time, I suppose. You know that I'm smoking this for both of us, right? Mm. Now, how are you doing, Joe? Are you doing good? That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think you need some proper cleaning of it. And at least from what I've seen, it might look infected too. Ooh. Now that I think of it, your mom and your brother were at Download, right? Because I'm guessing your doctors haven't time for it, or uh, what did they think of Download Festival? Yeah, but then again, I've had my almost 2 months traveling anyway, so I shouldn't complain. Well, Joe, I just think you need to find the right one, and that's always a hassle. Well, I came home 2 days ago, and if you just watch my channel, you will see the videos of it. And welcome to the channel, by the way. Considering that, well, at least nurses are, at least in London, are less paid than here in Sweden, and with a lot higher cost of living too. I'm leaning to my right because if I go left, I will probably blow in smoke in my apartment. Your last doctor quit or went on strike. How was it? That's just a typical doctor thing. But they need to read in for. I gotta know who you are and your last appointments and stuff, just to get a proper thing. This one is finished. 20 minutes. Thank God I got another one. A longer one, but smaller one. Chicotes, Dominican. Kind of smells a little bit fresh. And I know that you want to complain a lot, and And as for me, I'm trying to stay positive. This one might take a while, but I don't care. This one has a different taste to it. At least when I bought one of these in Croatia, the girl at the counter said these ones suck, but yeah, it tastes different. At the same time, I don't think this tastes anything. I don't taste anything on this one. And that just means that doctor sucks. Doesn't mean all doctors suck. But I know that you want me as your personal nurse or something. Because you think that would be hilarious, but as I said, I require at least 3k pounds a month. Yeah, that sucks. And I find it funny that you aren't denying that you want me as a personal nurse. A nurse that sits here and smokes cigars. Yeah, and that might be a thing, Joe. That you might expect others to do it for you, but sometimes you have to do shit on your own. Sometimes you can't rely on others to do things. Says the guy who never asks much for help anyway, too. And I don't think your mom would have me, would want me as your nurse anyway. Within a week, she will probably say, "You're a bad influence on Joe." I know. But what did your family think of Download Festival? All right, the next year is 4 days, right? In 4 days, right? And in a way, I can understand why they book it now because now it's cheaper. As for me, I'm waiting to see if it's worth it. I'm waiting to see what kind of bands they are before deciding to. Because as for me, it's a huge investment. But then again, this year helped me to get paid by YouTube. It's not much. It's like $80, but it's still something. And I'm guessing you're still playing Pokemon Go, I suppose. I think we have a squirrel in the trees. Because I've seen squirrels running about. For me, I use the phone for Google Maps, amongst other things as well. And to access flights and stuff when I'm checking in. Yeah, I'm using it just to at least get a bearing on where I am. I like to at least plan beforehand a little bit. Like, yeah, I can go to the south. I can go to the east one day. And of course, I can go out and look at things on the way, of course. But I do have a specific target when I'm out and about. Like, just this Tuesday, went to a huge hill which had a Liberty statue of sorts in Budapest. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I find that Google Maps are on a broad scale, and Pokemon Go are on a little more detailed thing. But Pokemon Go doesn't tell what things are. Then again, you can argue go into Pokestops that might tell you what things are. I was going to ask if you smoke cigars, but I know the answer. Your mom would kill you if you did it. Yep, now I see a squirrel. So yeah, I'm guessing you don't drink either. I don't either. Some people say it should be a great experience with a cigar and a glass of whiskey, but I don't really like whiskey. I don't like the taste of it. It's just too strong. But Pia, you do have a lot of bottles of whiskey, but I know. As for me, I tend to at least give away some cigars too. So in a way, it's also a waste of money for me too. But I think I'm probably going to need to take a picture of this though. Give me a second. Gotta send it to my friends. I'm not going to. Ugh. I'm not a lefty. You would probably waste money on Pokemon Go, like maxing out everything. Getting the most amount of storage in the Pokebag, and that you can have a lot of storage on your, so you can have a lot of Pokemons. There we go. Still gotta finish that thing. But then again, I can waste money because I was going to say that I have a job, but now I don't have a job yet. I haven't used any money on Pokemon Go. And I've played it for 4 years now. I'm always on the go. Yes, I am. I must admit, I like the last one better. The other one. It took about same amount of time. This one took a little bit longer, but the last one was shorter, a little bit wider. I wonder if I should do a third one. I don't have a third one on me, but in that case, I'm very lucky. I got two that I can just sit in my apartment and just spin away. I wonder if I should do a cigar stream or a hot sauce stream tomorrow. Since I do have a couple of new ones new hot sauces that I need to try out. But then again, I do have a lot of cigars to smoke too. But then again, I do need to do my laundry tomorrow as well. As for me, I did hatch 12K eggs today on one of my accounts. And that was like 48,000 XP. Yes, right there. Yeah, now this one is finished too. So I'm gonna chill for a little bit. Didn't you have like that you put it in one room and then it will work by itself? Why not? Yes, you can. Why does she give a rat's ass about that? Gotta send my picture to my friends. All right. Fair enough. Ooh. For some reason, I always get burps when I'm smoking a cigar. Now I haven't really seen your channel for a bit. Oh, you did one yesterday around the same time I was live. Big wheels keep on turning. Proud Mary keep on turning. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Do, 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 do. I think I gotta do a new video about all of my Cuban cigars, but for some reason those videos get demonetized. I don't know why. So you don't do lives too much, I suppose. As for me, since I live live alone, I was going to say live at home, but I don't live at home. I'm having an own apartment, which in a way is awesome. That means I can do shit, whatever. Yeah, I think YouTube is quite weird about that. And when the first apocalypse happened, um, there was a lot of outrage about videos getting monetized when, well, beheading videos was monetized. And I think, well, my last stream got well, um, my last video were not suited. I didn't get fully demonetized. Really? Well, um, I think I know at least one someone named True that talks about a lot about weed. Yeah. I see it this way. If they do weed, I would be like, yeah, whatever. But if they go into heavier stuff, I'm gonna be like, yeah. I don't think I would really condone the heavier stuff like heroin or something like that. Yeah, YouTube is really unfair. Now with the monetization requirements as well, really hurts the smaller YouTubers. As for me, I'm quite happy with that I got monetization back. I think it's been 3 years now since I've had it. I think I got it around this time 3 years ago. And I've actually got paid 3 times. I think I made over $300. So I shouldn't complain. And for some strange reason, I got paid 2 times in a row. YouTube rich you are. Yeah, I wish. But seeing how Larry's growth is going, he will probably get over 1,000 subscribers at least by the end of the year. He will probably surpass me by the end of the year. And how's it going, Larry? You doing good? You're on vacation, right? Was it Virginia Beach? Mm. Yeah, actually, I've been thinking about that. I wonder if I would take a break from YouTube. Um, what I wonder what would happen with my channel if I took a break. Yeah, at least from what I've seen of your videos, it's not crowded at all. Which I can only guess that you like that a lot, huh? But then again, I know that you miss the babes. Hmm? Seeing that you have uploaded quite a lot of videos as well from uh, Buckrow Beach. I think at least for me, I would probably, well, I could spend a day at the beach tops. Then I have to go and explore. I think now that I think about it, I think the last time I actually went to the beach was back in 2017 in France. And that's the last time I've actually been into the sea. So yeah. Um, Someone actually recommended me going to the thermal bath in Budapest, but I didn't have swimming trunks. Yeah, that's what I gathered. I don't think I would do shorts though, because so what would I do as a short? And from what I can understand, you don't get any watch time with the shorts either. So, mm, yeah, I can see that. And I must admit that it has been great, at least for me. Uh, concert videos helped me get over 30 subscribers, so that has been good for me. Which makes me wonder, Larry, are you a concert guy? I know that Joe is a concert guy, but are you a concert guy? Concert guy? Mm. And I just went last week, actually. Um, went to see Amy McDonald for the third time this year. Um, she was great, I must admit. And the crowd in Vienna were way better than the crowd in Tilburg, Netherlands. Um, and that's probably going to be another video for itself. But now that I think about it, the Netherlands is the country that I've explored the most cities. Uh, I'm glad I think about it. Amsterdam, Utrecht, Amersfoort, Arnhem, Fort Portange, five five cities in Netherlands. In Belgium, it is Brussels, Herentals, Antwerp. Uh, well, okay, it's equal to Belgium. Brussels, Herentals, Antwerp, Celeste, and Bastogne. So, so it's equal. Beast Boys. I can only imagine that they were good. I think one of the members are dead. I think he got cancer and passed away. I did see Smashing Pumpkins back in 2019. Wasn't really impressed, I must admit. Oh, Bruce Springsteen, god damn. A friend of mine did go and see Rammstein just yesterday, and he said that. Well, I do have a couple of friends who went there, um, and he said that it was insane. And considering that Bruce Springsteen is about, well, isn't he like 70 or something? Oh, I gotta Google that. Yeah, he's turning 73. He was born in 49. Yeah, it's sad that he retired. Yeah, I think I saw a recent concert from him, and I don't think he has the health to continue touring, which is also sad. Um, Welcome to the stream. I did read your comment about the Antwerp, well, Belgium video. Thank you for the tip. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. got a new razor, so I'm shaved. Because my last one broke when I was in Amsterdam. Thank you for the tip. Um, that might be well, like going on a drinking adventure. To be fair, I've heard the Belgian beer are amazing. Um, I've heard good things about at least Leffe. Um, that beer is freaking amazing. But sadly enough, I don't drink. So of course, I'm down for an adventure. Yeah, sure. Well, a couple of months ago, when I was in Amsterdam, I went out with some roommates at the hostel. So I'm down for an adventure, but I'm not really into drinking. But thank you for the comment and welcome to the stream. I'm into smoking cigars though. Yeah, I think a lot of people have actually said that they are very surprised about the prices in a beer in Sweden. Best band on grass pop. Um, I think the most surprising one were Hailstorm. I must admit. Um, I will mention this in a later video, but sadly enough, Uh, I didn't see the headliners because of logistics. But Hailstorm were good. Megadeth were good. Um, Iron Maiden. Well, I did see Iron Maiden at um, Download Festival. But what else? What else did I see? Mastodon were good, even though I did see him twice. I did see Megadeth twice too. The Offspring were okay too. Um, Creeper were okay. Flotsam and Jetsam was a little bit of a surprise as well. Yeah, Iron Maiden is always a spectacle. Um, Dropkick Murphys were okay as well, but I actually thought about if the singer is really up for touring, because I think I saw that he was totally out of breath after just a couple of songs. Were you at the festival? Have you been to Grass Pub before? Uh, I must say that I haven't really been listening to them a lot. Uh, but I know that they are good live. Um, I well, I know that they did their signing. I think it was uh, the day before they were playing, and I took a sneak picture. Um, Brodén. I wasn't at the camping site. I was in a hotel like 2 towns off, which was the logistical part of it, because the last train went after the last train for that town left just after 11, and I couldn't be bothered having a taxi for like 50 euros to get back. And I must say that I did like the setup that Grass Pub had, like having two main stages very close to each other. While one band were playing, they were setting up the next one. And when the first band were finished, they just did a sound check and then started, and they were going back and forth. That was a great setup, I must admit. Yeah, if I'm up for camping. uh, yeah, I can only imagine that because I think that ACDC would have a lot of things to set up. Yeah, I did that too. Because a funny story. When I had a folding chair that I bought it download and brought with me to Grasspop. Um, I went up. I I left my seat for the offspring. I was close to my chair, and for some reason, older guy just lay down, wanting to sleep up for a little bit while offspring were playing. And I was like, dude, at least Graham, you can have my seat. Are you sure? Yeah, go ahead. Sit down for a bit. And he sat down, slept for 10 minutes, and then went up with a lot of energy. And his friends were like, yeah, he does that all the time. And I was like, what? So yeah, you got to take care of fellow fellow people. Mm. Oh, sorry about that. Uh, uh, at least not what I, at least not what I noticed. At least, um, I think I might have heard some Swedes at least, but I was there for the music, and considering two festivals in 2 weekends, uh, and Grass Pop were like at least the first 3 days were just over like 32, 33 degrees, and I was like, I was I'm way too old too, so I'm freaking I'm freaking 35, so I was kind of knackered, I must admit. It keeps you young, yeah. Uh, don't get me wrong, Grass Pop were nice. Um, Grass Pop were nice. I'm wondering if I should go there next year as well. Um, well, I'm guessing you're talking about Sweden Rock. Uh, I think that one is on the same weekend as Download Festival. So not so sticky name. uh, no, I, I was actually thinking about Sweden. Well, my neighbor wanted um, to go to Sweden Rock, but but it was actually very close to area that I was just before going on this trip. Um, we'll see what kind of artist it was this year. Well, of course, I should have remembered that. This year it was actually Guns N' Roses, Volbeat, In Flames, Nightwish, Megadeth 2, Dropkick Murphys, Social Distortion, Within Temptation, Opeth, Devin Townsend. God damn it, I did wanted to see him at Grass Pop, but as I said, I had to go home. Ailstorm was good, at least from what I did see in Grass Pop. Amaranth, Sodom. So there were quite a lot of decent bands, I must admit. I did actually see Europe, which is a Swedish band. Yeah, I'm actually waiting to see next year's lineup if it to see if it's worth going, and it will be a switch around next year, as it will be 4 days in uh, at Download Festival and 3 days in Crasspub. Well, they do have a couple. Well, the most famous one is of course the Final Countdown. Um, that's the most famous one. They have Carrie uh, and Rock the Night too. So they do have a couple of songs at least. But as I said, the most famous one is the Final Countdown. What did you think of Devin Townsend? And you trying to joke with the Swede? Ah, god damn it. And yeah, I did see that next year is the same weekend as, well, Sweden Rock is the same weekend as Download Festival. So I can't really be on two festivals at once. All right. At least from what I've seen, he does have a special voice, like a little bit of opera with a lot of screaming. I think I only listened to like one song, but I think I could see him live just to see what it's all about, really. And since I had the chance to go and see him at Grass Pub, but I didn't. Hmm. I have seen him 3 times. Hmm. Finland does have a lot of metal as well, metal music. I think I heard somewhere that Finland does have the most amount of metal bands per capita, and they're supposed to be one of the happiest people ever. Yeah, I think there's a reason um, that they don't really play like anything from Saint Anger. And Death Magnetic either. And that's the thing that I also thought about while seeing Kiss. I think Kiss just relies on their old music. And I thought if they have they really been producing anything in the last 20 years? And I think it was back in 2015. I did see Metallica twice within a month in 2 different countries, in 2 different continents as well. Uh, yeah, Creeping Death is especially with Jason Newsted at vocals as well. Um, Jason were a freaking beast. I might not be the most technical bass player, um, but he could. His backing vocals were top notch. Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Um, nice, Joe. Nice. Um, I think it is also on the first S&M uh, record as well. Wasn't it like at least a Fool for Man? His backing vocals on that one was awesome. Nah, that was just someone snorting huge. I do have a little bit of a forest and a school within like 200 meters. So there's a lot of people walking around in the forest. No, I don't live in the countryside. I do live in the city. I just have a balcony, and I think it's about within 2 kilometers of the university as well. At least within 2 kilometers of the hospital as well, since the university is close to the hospital. Since we do have a lot of nursing schools and doctors and stuff. And yeah, the Swedish countryside is amazing, I must admit. Yeah, I could just at least sit on my balcony and just chill if the weather allows it. But but since I live in the north, um, it gets real dark during wintertime. I think at least just before Christmas, we get 4 hours of sunlight tops, and it's other way around during early summer. uh, so if you want to, sure. Yeah, and yeah, sure. That's travel uh, outside of Sweden during winter time. So yeah, now it connected. Um, I've been on for almost 2 hours. And I did actually get home just 2 days ago, which is also surreal. Oh, nice, nice. What did you think of it? Awesome, awesome. Murmansk, is that Russia or Belarus? I wish I could do that. I wish I could do that. And I also wish that I could, that I just had a car and just drive around Europe. But sadly, the gas prices are freaking insane at the moment. Oh, you really went up north then? God damn. Shit. Uh, for some reason, I do want to go to Arkhangelsk in Russia. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. And as for me, I think I just need to save up a lot more money, and then travel the shit out of that. As for me, as of at least this time, 7 weeks were amazing as well. Even though I was tired as hell during the last week, I really got dehydrated in Budapest. I took the train from Vienna to Budapest. Three hour train ride, wasn't that bad. Um, but um, yeah, when I arrived in Budapest, it was 38 freaking degrees, and considering I had this one on, and with 3 bags in 38 degrees, I took the subway and had like 1.5 kilometers to the hotel. I think I had to stop like halfway, put everything off, and just the sweat, yeah. And with all of my luggage, and they would be like, "What the hell is he doing?" Uh, my favorite place, that's really hard to say. Some places were surreal. I must admit, I went to Auschwitz. That one was surreal. For some reason, I did like Budapest. Did like Krakow. Prague is always nice. Uh, I must say though, the least favorite one were Amsterdam. Antwerp. Antwerp was actually a surprise, I must admit. Yeah. um, yeah, Antwerp was a surprise. I think I mentioned it that I think maybe 5 days were too much, but I heard some good things about Bruges as well. Yeah, and I must also say that, considering that I was there just a couple of months ago as well, it feels like that I've seen most of Amsterdam. And I say that of London too, but then again, I've been to London almost 20 times. London is like a second home for me. Hmm. All right. All right. Interesting. Um. I mentioned it earlier while you weren't here, but Netherlands is well, Netherlands is equal to the amount of places I explored, um, with 5 cities in the Netherlands, but Belgium is the most amount of cities that I spent stayed in. Um, I've stayed in Brussels. I've stayed in Antwerp and Herentals. Yeah, um, I've heard a lot of things about. Well, it's great to uh, visit London as a tourist, but a lot of Londoners complain about living there, which I can understand since I've been looking into that, and the rent is totally off the charts in London. I think you have to pay my month salary at least per week in London. And considering my line of work, I do earn more here in Sweden compared to London. And considering it's a lot cheaper to live here compared to London. So I earn more and spend less here in Sweden compared to London. Well, um, there is actually a village in Netherlands that is shaped like a star, Fort Portange, which was awesome. Was just a hassle to get there, but yeah, I know it's weird. Um, that's for me paying like £50 a day for an hotel. It is decent enough for me. And also considering that it's about, well, at least in London Common, I think there's the same amount of people in London than in the whole Sweden. Well, Sweden is about over 10 million, and London is over 10 million people. So only imagine that. I'm a Liverpool fan, Liverpool FC fan, so I can see that. Cardiff is also nice too, I must admit. And for some reason, Scotland is the only country in that aisle that I haven't been to. Been to Dublin last year. Well, been to Dublin a couple of times. Last time last year. Um, uh, but I haven't been to Nottingham or Birmingham. Some people At least from what I've heard, some people think that Birmingham is boring as hell, but since I haven't been, I can't really say anything about it. Mm, yeah, I can see that. Um, might want to go to Edinburgh. I was actually invited to go to Scotland later in August, but I don't think I can afford it. Um, and sadly, I need to go. Been on for 2 hours. It's getting a little bit cold outside, I must admit. Need to wipe off my computer since I did have 2 cigars and I spilled some ash on my computer, so I need to wipe it off. But it was nice talking to you, Pike. Pikeowned. Um, Pike might be a derogatory word. Um, but thank you, Joe. Thank you, Larry, for coming. Um, I will probably be on around the same time. I will see if I will do a cigar stream or a hot sauce stream tomorrow. Um, but I need to do my laundry in the afternoon as well. So yeah, we will see what I will do tomorrow. And Sunday will not be a stream because uh, since it will be my dad's birthday on Sunday. Um, it was nice chatting to you all. Peace out.